Hello captains and welcome to the Priority 1 Armada livestream, multicasting live via Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and Twitch on the 10th of October 2020. I'm your host Winters and tonight we are earning some latinum at the Dobbo table on Quark's instance number 10 while we hold our roundtable discussion. Joining me tonight are my two co-hosts, Nikki and Selik. Selik, how's it going, dude? How's the last 7 days been for you?
Oh, they've been pretty good. Stressful as always.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm glad I'm not the only one that was stressed this week. I had a really stressful week. But anyway, Nikki, how about you? How's the last 7 days been for you?
I'd say about the same as it's been for you.
Yeah.
Very busy.
Yes, very busy. So we had a little bit of a hiccup during the week with the website. People were getting notified of administrator stuff, getting emails about applications that were being submitted on the website, gained access to some of the back-end stuff. And basically what happened was, I was explaining this a little while ago to Selik. You know when you build something and later on down the road then you add on to it, and then further down the road you add more onto it and you keep on adding onto it, and after a while then it just becomes a cluster mess, you know? And that's kind of the situation that we found ourselves in. So Nikki, along with myself, we ended up having to rebuild some of the back-end stuff on the website. And we were literally working day and night trying to get it sorted and back up and running again. And we got it fixed and back up and running yesterday, thankfully. We future-proofed the system as well, so we shouldn't ever have an issue like that again, hopefully. But do want to say that we are very sorry for any inconvenience caused, because we did have to take down the website. I think it was for 2 days. Was that right? We took it down for 2 days?
That sounds about right.
If that.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite 2 days.
Right.
I would say it was more like just over a day.
Right. It was probably like 36 hours or something. I think that it was down for. Yeah, we got it fixed anyway, and it's back up and running, and very sorry for any inconvenience caused. Also want to say I'm sorry as well to everyone who messaged me. I had like about, I want to say 30 messages, between messages, PMs on Discord, shout-outs on Discord, messages on the website, PMs, mails, mails in game from people. Hey Winters, I'm getting emails about such and such. I think there's something wrong with the website, and I didn't have time to reply to them until today, so I'm only getting around to that now. So I'm very sorry for the slow reply to everyone who took the time to give me the heads up about the website. I did know about it. But I do appreciate everyone letting me know, and if I don't get back to you today, I'll get back to you tomorrow.
And most people could probably get a quicker response if they messaged one of the rest of us, one of the other senior staff,
that could
actually.
Work too, yeah.
And we typically know what's going on.
Yep, for the most part. So, Selik, anyway, let's move on. And would you mind telling us what we have planned for today's show, please?
Certainly. So, during the roundtable on this week's show, we will be discussing the latest Star Trek Online news. So, if you've not made your way over to Quark's instance number 10, come and join us. We'll also share the latest Priority 1 Armada news and highlight some of the outstanding members within our community. After the roundtable, we will warp to the Badlands Zone for our weekly away mission to stop the Terrans from invading our universe, and most importantly, earn some marks and dilithium.
Woohoo.
Your character needs to be level 60 to join.
So before we go any further, we're going to kick off our first giveaway of the night. So captains, for your chance to win a Rising Caracal Rainbow variant, which was very generously donated to us by Captain Ray Boschborg of the Priority 1 Armada. So thank you, Captain Ray Boschborg, so much. We really, really appreciate the prizes that you have donated for tonight's show. Like I said, it's for Rising Caracal. We would like you to type in the word Operation into the chat now. It doesn't matter if you're watching on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. Type in the word Operation, and that will enter you in with a chance of winning this prize. So good luck, everyone.
If you're not a member of Priority 1 Armada and want to stay in touch with us in game, then come join us on our Priority 1 chat channel by typing in the chat box /channel_join space Priority 1, all one word, and then hit the enter key.
And if you want to be a member of our Priority 1 Armada community, simply head over to priority1armada.com to sign up, especially now that the website is working. We have multiple Federation and KDF fleets for you to start your career in the Priority 1 Armada.
And if you're interested in picking up some cool Priority 1 Armada swag, then check out our Armada-themed merchandise available now at our Cafe Press store. The store has items ranging from mugs to mouse pads, t-shirts to hoodies, and loads more. Links to the store can be found on our website and Twitch page.
Also want to let you guys know we have a new addition to the store now as well, given the global crisis that's going on, that is COVID-19. You can now purchase Armada-themed masks on the Cafe Press store. So yeah, if you want to get yourself a mask with the Priority 1 Armada logo on it, you can do that. Or if you want Priority 1 Empire, or the Ferengi Alliance, or the House of Martok, Mulk, or Grilka, and the Klingon High Council, you can purchase those on the store now. They are now available. Anyway, we have a lot to talk about this week in Star Trek Online news, so let's jump into the roundtable. And Nikki, tell us about the ship that smashed the mirror, please.
Absolutely. Well, the Infinity Lockbox, containing prizes from nearly all previously retired lockboxes, will be available, is available again on PC. That started on October 6th. During this time, enemies defeated on both ground and space maps will have a chance of dropping one of these prize-filled packages, while the Angel's Wake lockbox has now been retired. This run of the Infinity Lockbox contains an all-new Tier 6 starship, the Mirror Warship, T6. And several new prizes will be added to the Lobby store. I keep saying will be. I thought I fixed all this, sorry. They were added already to the Lobby store. The Mirror Warship features 2 commander seats, engineering and tactical, in addition to a Lieutenant Commander Universal Intelligence seat. It's Tier 6, it's for Fed and Fed-aligned characters. It has 5 fore weapons, 3 aft weapons, 3 device slots, 5 tactical consoles, 4 engineering, and 2 science. And it has a console with it, the Universal Interphasic Rift Generator. When activated, this console generates a version of the interphasic rift that doomed the USS Defiant and sent it to the Mirror Universe. Despite its smaller scale, it's no less devastating to foes who are in contact with the rift, as their ship will suffer from extreme physical stress, power fluctuations, and difficulty moving, if they even have the power to. This console provides a boost to crit severity and hull capacity and can be equipped on any starship in any slot. And it comes with the trait Terran Goodbye. Whenever you defeat a foe, you will gain a temporary boost to crit hit chance and accuracy rating that lasts for several seconds. It stacks up to 3 times. Now, as far as the Lobby store items, they added the phase pistol, 22nd century, Mako pulse rifle from the 22nd century, the wide arc phase cannons. These are all from the 22nd century, so I have to keep saying it. Spatial torpedo launcher. And there's a set bonus for the phase cannons, the torpedo. Where's the console? Did I miss the console? Huh, I don't see that on here. Well, there's a console too that came with it. There's the 3P. I know because I just bought it a few minutes ago, but there's a bonus for a 2-piece and 3-piece. The 2-piece gives you a special fire damage and number of affected targets for your phase cannon and torpedo. And then the 3-piece bonus improves the 2-piece bonus by reducing its recharge time.
Nice, nice. So yeah, some new additions to the Lobby store and the return of the Infinity Lockbox, and now this mirror warship is added to it. Selig, we'll start off with you. Are you interested at all in this ship? Have you picked one up already, maybe, or are you giving it a miss?
I'm certainly very interested in this ship. I've created a character for it because I'm optimistically hoping somehow I will get my hands on it.
Nice, nice. Have you opened any boxes? Have you chanced the lockbox lottery at all, or are you just going to try and raise the funds for it?
I have tried opening a few lockboxes, but at 7-8 million energy credits a key, I decided it was a little too rich for my blood.
Ah, right. Okay, so you were buying them with EC rather than purchasing them through the Zen store.
Yes.
Gotcha. Nikki, how about you? Are you interested at all in this ship?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you chanced your arm with the lockbox lottery, or are you going to try and build up the EC for it? What's your plan or method of obtaining the ship?
Well, I've already obtained it, and
What?
I already created a new character for it.
What? You didn't tell me this.
And I bought the new Lobby stuff to go with it.
Oh my god. Well, congratulations, I suppose.
You were sleeping. That's what happens when you sleep. I go shopping.
Go shopping. Oh my god. So you got it right. Have you taken it out yet? Have you tried it out?
No.
No. All right. Okay.
I just created the character for it and, equipped it, but I haven't even, well, you saw my new character. All I did was transwarp to DS5, and that was it.
Teacher Guy says in the Twitch chat, communication is the key to a successful relationship.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
And keeping a SIM card in his pocket while he's sleeping.
Oh my god. Right. Okay.
I did get the new Lobby store items, and I've tried all of them out apart from the console.
All right.
And they're all a lot of fun.
Really?
I particularly enjoy the phase pistol.
Nice.
See, I didn't get the ground items because I'm just too obsessed with my Herald beam thing from the Lobby store, but I was wondering if that was any good. Do you like it?
Yeah. So it differs from a standard weapon in that the primary fire is really quick. It's a very short phaser beam, kind of like you see in Enterprise. And the secondary fire, the drilling beam, basically just stays on the target until the target dies, unless it takes more than 6 seconds. It's a little bit gimmicky, but it's a lot of fun. And then, of course, instead of having a melee attack with your phase pistol, you overload it towards the enemy, which again is a little bit gimmicky, but I love it. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
That does sound awesome. It sounds like something you would like, Winters.
Yeah. I'm interested now. I don't have that much Lobby, but yeah, I'm intrigued. Maybe I might pick it up at some point. Yeah. And you said you've picked this stuff up. You've picked this stuff up as well, Nikki. The Lobby store
Just
stuff.
the ship stuff.
Ah,
the
right.
3-piece set. I didn't get the ground stuff.
Right. Okay.
And I haven't tried it. I just put it on my ship, and then it was time for the show, so I didn't have a chance to play.
Gotcha.
I have tried the space stuff, and it's interesting. It's very interesting. The phase, the wide arc phase cannons. I'm not really sure what to think of them because they very much look like beams, but they act like cannons, and they're not affected by fire at will. I can tell you that much. I'm too low level. I don't actually have a lieutenant slot to be able to say if they're affected by cannon abilities. But yeah, the torpedo is great because it fires like once every 2 seconds. Like the torpedo fires more often than the phasers.
Wow, that's awesome.
Wow, yeah. So yeah, I really like this Mirror Warship T6. I would like to get my hands on it as well. I've been keeping an eye on the exchange for the price of them, and it's basically just a little bit too rich for my blood at the moment. I'm hoping that they will come down in price, and if they get down to this is probably wishful thinking, but if they get down to around 400 or 500 million, I should be able to scrape enough EC together to pick one of them up. So that's my plan anyway. I'm going to try and wait it out and see if the price comes down a little bit, because the last time I checked, it was like 800 million EC for one of these ships. I'm curious, actually, Nikki, how did you get yours? Was it the exchange?
Yep, I bought it, but I waited. I kept watching and watching. I've been watching that thing since it came out, and I waited till it got to 700, and one popped up at that, and I grabbed it before it was gone.
Nice.
Because there would be ones where people would pop it up there for significantly less, but if you didn't click on it right that second, it was gone.
Right. Yeah. So you got yours for 700 million.
Yeah, I see. Fleet Admiral Salaknar got his for 835 million EC.
I see that. Yeah. I do see that.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait it out.
I didn't want to make myself broke, so I was like, I gotta wait, so I still have a few million left over after it's done.
And can we all say it's very kind of Winters to buy the new mirror ship and give it to me?
Yeah. I tell you what. Contact Morn, all right, and he will walk you through the process of claiming it. All right. Morn is our public relations dude within the community, so yeah, he'll sort you out.
This sounds like another one of your so-called hugs.
Yeah, the hugs. Forgot about the hugs. That was last week, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right, let's announce the winner for our first giveaway before we move on. This was for a Rising Caracal, the Rainbow variant, which was very generously donated to us by Captain Ray Boschborg of the Priority 1 Armada. And we wanted you to type in the word operation, but the lines are now closed. We're not taking any more submissions. So the winner is Ashkel MG96. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Kel, so if you can please contact us, that's a Twitch viewer, send us a PM, a whisper, to the Priority 1 Twitch channel, and actually let us know what your in-game @handle is, not your email address. We need your in-game @handle, because this is an item that we have to send to you in-game. So yeah, send us your in-game @handle, and I'll get that prize sent off to you at the end of the show. And congrats again, well done. Let's move on to item number 2. Selic, tell us about the Lockbox Key and Lobby Store sale, please.
Well, we're pleased to announce that Ferengi merchants are putting a 15% sale on keys from October 6th to October 12th. Now is the best time for captains to load up on your keys and grab those ships you've been eyeing up. For a limited time only, players will be able to purchase the Keyring bundle. This special pack includes 20 master keys for the price of 2,250 Zen. As an additional special promotional offer when purchasing this bundle, every pack also includes a single ultimate tech upgrade. Applying this item to any upgradable piece of equipment will instantly set both its mark and quality to maximum, usually Mark 15 and Epic Gold quality, with 0 dilithium cost.
Woohoo!
This promotional bundle will be available in the Sea Star until October 12th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. The Lobby Crystal Consortium is pleased to announce their latest featured sale. From October 6th to October 12th, captains will be able to choose from their wide selection of wares just by visiting the in-game Lobby store. All items in the Lobby store will be 20% off for this entire sale. Now's the best time to take command of a Kelvin Timeline Intel Dreadnought cruiser, or get your hands on a Boolean heavy assault cannon, or fly to the stars in a Vardwar. Enjoy, captains.
Excuse me. Nikki, we'll start off with you. I'm assuming you picked up keys during the sale.
Yep, that's how I got all my C.
Right.
So that I could buy the ship. I just sold keys.
Right. I figured that
I
was
got
how
to
you
keep
did it.
those wonderful upgrades. I just love those upgrades.
The ultimate upgrades, yeah, they're pretty sweet.
Yeah.
They are really good. And obviously you said that you bought some stuff from the Lobby store, some of this new stuff, so you did take advantage of that. Did you purchase any additional keys for yourself at all, or did they all go on the exchange to be sold for EC?
No, I think I used 20 of them just, because I knew
Chance
I'd
around.
need Lobby, so...
Right.
Yeah. But I was like, I didn't plan on getting anything exciting. I mainly just needed to get Lobby for the Lobby sale.
Right. Okay. Selik, I'm guessing you didn't take advantage of, well, the key sale anyway. You didn't pick up any keys at all.
No, I didn't.
Right.
I did make good use of the Lobby sale, though.
Right, yeah, because did you pick up everything new that they put in, like, across the board, the ground and space stuff?
Yes, I didn't quite have enough for the console, but I got everything else, the 2 weapons for both space and ground.
Okay, nice. So yeah, now is a great time to pick up lockbox keys, and if there's anything you've been eyeing up in the Lobby store with the sale going on at the moment. I haven't picked up any lockbox keys. Unfortunately, I need that little thing that's called Zen. And yeah, so I haven't taken advantage of this sale at all. And like I said, I don't have that much Lobby either. But at some stage, I might try out this new stuff. I'm sure I'll get more Lobby at some point in the future, and I might try out some of these things and see what they're like. But from what you guys have been saying, it sounds like the new additions to the Lobby store are pretty good, and you're enjoying them and like them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'd say so. Did you hear what Kat got in the Lobby store? I bet you could guess.
Oh, it's got to be a
guess.
costume. It's got to be a costume.
Costumes.
Oh,
she
costumes.
got more than one.
Wow, I would have thought Kat has everything from the Lobby store in terms of costumes at this stage.
Yeah, but she has, probably 40 characters.
Right, yeah.
So she can keep buying them and buying them and buying them. Never have enough costumes.
Yeah. I see... Thank you, everyone, by the way, who's tuned into us and joined us here tonight. There's a lot of chat going on. I did see one question fly by there from Lance2609. What's the best Lobby ship? That's a very, I suppose you would say, a subjective question. It depends on who you talk to. It really is down to the individual. It depends on what kind of ships you like flying and the type of build that you're trying to do. Having said all of that, I can tell you that one of the most popular ships in-game is the Vengeance, or the Kelvin Timeline Intel Dreadnought. From the movie Into Darkness, wasn't it? I think it was Into Darkness.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The big black ship that came to the Enterprise. Yeah, so the Vengeance is probably one of the most popular ships in game, and I certainly like it, and I know a lot of other people do. In fact, actually, that's one thing that I've heard an awful lot of this week is people upgrading their Vengeance with the new tokens, which I think we're going to talk about here in a little while, are we? No, we probably talked about that last
That's
week.
an idea. I still haven't finished building my Vengeance that you got me.
All right, okay.
Maybe I'll upgrade on that.
Yeah. Well, it's a good ship. It is a really good ship.
Oh, so you'll buy Nikki ships, but not me?
Well,
when you look like Nikki, talk to me then. But
I don't mind a bit of drag, I'll do that.
plus,
I feel like I've dug a hole here for myself. Oh God. Anyway, let's move on to item number 3. And Nikki, why don't you tell us about Welcome to House Shattered, please?
well, its latest No.
I'm sorry,
Now you
teacher
got us
guys.
started.
Yeah, teacher guys like, well, a man's got to do what a man's got to do. Oh man, that guy
I
cracks
don't
me
know
up.
if I should be worried here. Should I start being worried?
No, trust.
First we got C, now Selig. How many people do I have to share you with?
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
I guess.
All right.
Anyways.
Sorry, Nikki. Go on.
Okay, the latest story update to Star Trek Online is how Shattered. You'll find a brand new episode. I don't even know how to say that. Is it Partitions?
Partisans, isn't it?
Yeah, Partisans.
I don't know. I've only played it once. I didn't really pay attention to the name. But you team up with Martok, Chula, Adepta, and the crew of the Orion Syndicate ship, the Cold Star, in a race to find evidence to clear your names from the last one where, things went bad. And J.G. Hertzler as Martok, Robert O'Reilly as Akar, Rika Sherman as Adetpa, all return to Star Trek Online in this brand new adventure that advances the story began in House Divided. In addition, a brand new TFO, Synthwave, takes captains to the infamous invasion of Mars from Star Trek Picard, with Utopia Planitia android workforce in revolt. How many lives can you save? This scenario brings a brand new gameplay style with an ever-shrinking environment and wave after wave of synth ships closing in. Also, here you go, Winters. The experimental upgrade system is live now as well. For a limited time, everyone in game gets one of these tokens for free, allowing you to add a device slot, a console slot, and a new trait slot to your favorite T5U or T6 ship. Additional tokens are available in the ultra rare tier of the Phoenix Prize Pack and the Zen Store. Finally, as part of the Year of Klingon, STO has updated the Warzone mission arc for Klingon characters, so play through 2 completely remade maps, gameplay improvements across all missions, brand new cutscenes, and the debut of Shannon Cochran as the voice of Lady Sorella. Female Klingon captains will find new head options as well.
Okay, so yeah, this release brought all that stuff that Nikki just talked about on Tuesday. Selig, I'll start off with you. What was your opinion on the new story mission? How did you like that?
I quite enjoyed it. I was concerned. I did think it was a really bold direction that these story missions were going with.
Right.
But I'm really looking forward to seeing where we're going to end up.
Right.
And assuming I don't have to worry about spoilers, I'll take.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you have to worry about spoilers now.
I really enjoyed the scene when all of the reinforcements arrive for both Jempok and Chula, and at the levels, they basically everyone leaves. They're like, we can't follow either of these two.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the TFO. What was your take on the TFO? Did you like it, or do you like it? Do you hate it? Have you had many problems with it? So on.
I had a few problems with it initially, or there were a few bugs. But honestly, I really enjoyed the TFO. I really like the concept of it, and the bugs aside, I quite like the execution of it.
Nice.
I really enjoy playing a TFO where your DPS kind of really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I really enjoy having a mission where you know you can never succeed. It's just a case of
do your best.
trying to save as many lives as you can, knowing you'll never be able to save all of them.
Right. Yeah. Okay, Nikki, how about you? What's your take on the new story mission? Did you like it? Did you hate it?
Well, to be honest, I haven't had a chance to really listen to everything. I've just kind of done a speed run of it with you that one time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know what happened in the story yet. Hopefully I'll have some time soon. It's been such a busy week, but I am curious, to see, like Selig said, where this goes and who went in charge of the Klingon Empire in the end.
Yeah. How about the TFO? How did you like the TFO?
It's okay. It's a little long, but it is different, and I like things where you're just not mindlessly shooting enemies and that's the end, you know?
Yeah.
Like come in here, shoot things for 10 minutes and leave.
Yeah.
I like it when you can actually do stuff and there's, you know, objectives and things to
Excuse
do.
me.
So I like that. I just wish it wasn't so long.
Yeah, so I agree with both of you in terms of the TFO. I think I like it. I like what Selleck said, you know, that you go into a TFO that essentially you can't win and your DPS doesn't matter. And I agree with you, Nikki, that it is a little bit long. It's like 15 minutes. If it was 10 minutes, it'd be a hell of a lot easier to swallow that pill.
Yeah.
I've had a pretty okay time with it, with one exception, and that was today. So whenever I do my dailies, I always start off on my main account, which is my lifetime account, and I go through all the fleets and, you know, do whatever TFOs or I have to do for whatever event is going on. And I done that on my main today, all fine. Then I switch over to my free-to-play account, and I do the daily on that account as well. You know, in this case, it's the TFO, just to get the item at the end, and of course the lithium. And on my free-to-play account, it was an absolute corrugated disaster. I was rubber banding and lagging out so bad. You know, when it moves you forward, then it rubber bands you back. Moves you forward, rubber bands you back. Moves you forward, rubber bands you back. That was happening to me constantly, and I was sitting there for like, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes, and then everything would fast forward, you know, when it's catching up. And all these ships are flying past me, and I'm just sitting back watching this thing going through fast forward. And anyway, to make a long story longer, I ended up getting an AFK penalty at the end of it. And because I got an AFK penalty, I ended up not getting the progress or reward for completing the TFO, even though I was just lagging out and rubber banding the entire time. So I was like, well, screw that. I'm jumping into the story mission now. So I done the story mission to get my day's progress for the event. And I've had a pretty easy time with the event up until today. That was horrible today. It was absolutely horrible to get hit with that AFK penalty when I wasn't AFK. You know, I was trying to fly the mission.
Yeah.
What about the story mission? Do you like?
Yeah, the story mission is good. I didn't realize that Rekha Sharma came back to voice a different character. I didn't realize that she was back for that. JG Herser, Robert O'Reilly, always great to get them back, especially JG. I think he's fantastic. I love the Martok character, and it's so great to have Martok in the game. I think it's fantastic. I thought the story was really good. The gameplay was good. It's a little heavy on the ground side, I thought, but I'm okay with that because I don't want everything to be in space, you know, and I liked the ground element to it. It was a lot heavier on the ground side compared to a lot of other story missions, you know.
Yeah. We got plenty of stuff. It's nice to have ground stuff.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a break from the usual pew pew, you know. But that's not saying that the space side wasn't fun. It totally was. It was just I felt that the story mission was a little heavier on the ground side, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the cutscenes were fantastic. I thought they'd done a great job on the cutscenes. There's some great stuff there. So yeah, 2 thumbs up from me. It's a pity there wasn't a second mission. I was thinking about this, whether or not we're going to get another content release this year, and I don't see that happening. I think what's going to happen is we're going to get 2 missions. The next content release or update that we get is going to be for the anniversary. I think that's what we've got on the cards for the
Really?
future.
That long away?
Yeah, I
That's
think
a
so.
long time.
Right, but we're into October already. Next month is November, then it's December, into January. End of January, boom, we're right into the anniversary. And I think we're going to get 2 missions for the anniversary, and it's going to wrap up this story. And they're either going to go with... Well, I don't know. I think at the moment they might be considering replacing Genpok. And if they are considering replacing Genpok, it's going to be Martok as the new Chancellor, or Jaula. Jaula could be the new Chancellor. But that's just pure speculation and could be a million miles off, but that's what's been going on in my head.
I do hope you're wrong about the content release thing, but I suspect you talk a lot of sense there.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it either, but considering this arrived at the beginning of October, I would have to say that it's probably going to be the anniversary is the next update that we get, with the exception of the lockbox. And I have a theory on that. I think that the next lockbox, and we'll get that in a month or 6 weeks, is going to be the synth lockbox. I think that's going to be the next one.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the next one. It's going to be a synth lockbox. There'll be a synth ship, and it's going to be synth themed. So, yeah, that's my take on that. But who knows? Could be completely wrong. It could be something else. But that's just what's been going on in my head again.
We do have a new season of Discovery coming out, so it could be something from that.
I suppose it's possible, but I can't see Cryptic working on stuff that hasn't even aired yet. I'm pretty sure they would have to wait for it to be aired before they can even start working on stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we've had a lot of Discovery content and Discovery Lockbox content.
Right.
So I completely agree. I think the next Lockbox is going to be Picard focused, and I think Synthwave or the Synth box is definitely a good shout.
Yeah,
Why not a lower deck box?
I would say next year for lower decks, maybe. Yeah, we'll probably get something with lower decks next year. Then, isn't there another show? Oh, no, but that won't be out yet. Strange New Worlds won't be out, but next year, will it? It'll be the following year.
Probably, yeah, especially with all this COVID.
Right, but there is a new animated series coming out, isn't there? There's talk about
yes,
a series.
Star Trek Prodigy, which has recently announced the inclusion of the name's gone from my head.
Kate Mulgrew.
Janeway.
Yep, Prodigy. So it could be something from that, but who knows? They might. I see Shane Juice in chat. He says Picard Lockbox. They could call it the Picard Lockbox, sure. But I mean, they've already given us a Romulan ship. They've already given us the La Sirena, and they've also given us the Inquiry. So really, out of Picard, all that's left is the Synth or the Borg, and I don't see them going with the Borg. So I think the Synth is going to be the way they're going to go. It's going to be a Synth lockbox, a Synth ship, because they've got the ships done already. They're already done because they're in the TFO. So I think that's the direction they're going to go. Right.
Yeah, you're probably right.
One last thing I want to quickly talk about is the experimental upgrades. Selleck, what ship did you upgrade with your free token that you got on Tuesday?
So I upgraded my Fleet T6 Narendra because I have so many ships I could have upgraded. I just decided to go with my longest or oldest character, and I'll probably just work through them.
All right. Okay. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Good plan of attack. Nikki, how about you? What ship did you upgrade with your free token?
Well, I have a couple, but the first one I did was whatever the Wolverine.
Ah, the Valiant.
I don't know then. Yeah, the technical name,
Yep.
the Defiant. But now that this new ship, people could think that is what I was talking about. So that ship, and I did my legendary Romulan ship that they came
Alright.
out with,
Yep. Nice.
and the Mirror warship now.
Right. Okay. Nice. So you've upgraded a few. Sweet. I've only upgraded one.
Yeah.
And that was the USS Wolverine, the Valiant class ship, which is the Tier 6 Defiant. That's the only one I've done. I did have 4 ultra rare tokens. Ultra rare is the best I've ever got, and I've banked them because there was nothing in the ultra rare tier of the Phoenix Prize Pack that I wanted. So I just hung on to the tokens. And if you have an ultra rare token now, you can get 2 upgrade tokens for each ultra rare token. So I just converted those. So I have 8 tokens in my account bank at the moment. And I just have to make a decision on which ships I actually want to upgrade, because I don't know which ones other than the Wolverine that was like had to be done. But yeah, guys watching, feel free to drop in to chat what ships you upgraded. See what ones you all decided to go for. Let's start our next giveaway. What do you think about that, guys? We start our next giveaway?
Sounds good.
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. So, this next prize or giveaway, the prize was very generously donated to us by Captain Ray Boschborg of the Priority 1 Armada. Thank you, Captain Ray Boschborg, so much. And the prize is a Rainbow Tribble. That mightn't sound like a good prize, but it is a really good prize. You can even see here on my character, I've got one. And what it does is 2 self plus 2.5% to 12.5% critical chance increase for each teammate with a Rainbow Tribble. So if you're playing a TFO and there's 5 of you on the team and you each have a Rainbow Tribble and you pet it, that's a 12.5% boost to critical chance that you and every member of your team benefit from. So it's a really, really great prize. You can put these on your bridge officers too. And if you're playing a story mission, and if your bridge officers pet the tribbles, you and your bridge officers benefit from the 12.5% crit bonus as well. So really, really great prize. And what we would like you to do for this giveaway is type in the word Moonlight. Type in the word Moonlight into the chat now to enter yourself in with the chance of winning a Rainbow Tribble. And again, thank you so much, Captain Ray Boschborg, for donating that incredible prize. Right, before we move on to the next item, have you guys seen this Moonlight thing come up a lot recently? I've been noticing a lot of it popping up on the website.
No, I just assumed it was.
All right, how about you, Nikki?
Yeah, I've seen it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Operation Moonlight. Whatever. I'm sure we'll find out more. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if anybody has any ideas posted on the website to figure out what it's all about. It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, there is a new news post on the website, so you might want to check that out. Operation Moonlight. See what's going on there. Anyway, let's move on to item number 4. Selec, please tell us about Star Trek Online on the Epic Games Store.
So, Star Trek Online is now in the Epic Games Store. In addition to the ability to launch the game from Arc or Steam, you can now use the Epic Games storefront as a third option to play in the Final Frontier on PC. This means you'll be able to download and launch STO from the Epic Games Store, as well as purchase Zen bundles from their storefront. As part of the launch in the Epic Games Store, Star Trek Online launched the Epic Pack for Epic Game users. Available for $35, this bundle is a great way to start or continue your adventures in the quadrants and contains all of the following: a T6 ship coupon, 1 Epic Phoenix token, a combat tardigrade, the Intelligence Uniform, 14 Mark II very rare Space Gear, 7 Mark II very rare ground gear, and the Elite Services Starter Pack, which includes 36 inventory slots, 36 bank slots, 2 bridge officer slots, and 3 skill retrain tokens. Oh, and you also get the new title, Epic.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. People are speculating on Operation Moonlight. Somebody said, "Oh, where's it gone?" Maybe a reference to the Coventry Blitz in World War II. Operation Moonlight Section 31 is using genetic manipulation to create werewolves. And that was Teacher Guy that said that. Man, he cracks me up. Yeah.
Now, normally I'm with the there are no wrong answers, but that's totally a wrong answer.
There's no stupid... No, that was a great answer. What am I on about? That was a brilliant answer. I loved it. That was fantastic. Anyway, yes, so Star Trek Online is now available on the Epic Games Store. Do any of you guys go to this Epic Games Store at all? Do you know anything about it or anything? Nikki, we'll start off with you.
Well, I know about it because Ashton, my son, plays Fortnite, and that's who does Fortnite is Epic. But other than that, I've never done anything with Epic, and I'm not going to bother going through another place when I already have it all set up the way I have it set up, you know?
Right. How about you, Solek?
I have an account with them, but mainly because a few months ago they were giving away free games, so I created an account to get a bunch of free games, including Grand Theft Auto 5.
All right, okay. To be honest, I actually never heard of it, the Epic Games Store, before it. I obviously don't play any of their stuff, so yeah. But still, you know, hopefully, you know, it'll bring in new blood into the game, you know, which is always great, because, you know, if the game is bringing in new players, then there's sales happening, and it just means that, you know, we'll keep on getting more and more content, and the game continues to keep on doing as well as it is doing. That bundle is a nice bundle. I mean, a tier 6 ship coupon for $35 and an Epic Phoenix token, which at the moment you can break down into 4 experimental upgrades, not to mention all the other stuff that comes with it. That's not bad for $35. I mean, a ship is $30, and if you wanted, you could get 2 ships out of it using that Epic token to get another one out of the Phoenix prize pack. So yeah, not a bad little bundle there. It's pretty good and reasonably priced too.
Yeah,
I see a lot of people in chat talking about how good Epic is and how they give away so many free games and stuff.
All right, okay, nice, cool.
Check it out.
Yeah,
it's because they're really trying to get into the market, which has been pretty much dominated. It's going to take a lot to prize people away from Steam because it's established, it's been around for a while. Steam sales are a really common thing.
Yep.
There's not a lot of reason, or there's not much of a reason for people to switch to the Epic Games stores.
Right.
Other than now they're bringing out a few sort of exclusive games, and yeah, it's things like this that are just trying to remind people that they exist, basically.
Right. Okay, well, let's move on to item number 5. And Nikki, tell us about the surprise double XP and bonus marks weekend, please.
Alright, well, Dick doubled their efforts to give captains the necessary experience to deal with threats to the galaxy. Until Monday, October 12th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, players will be able to enjoy twice the experience. During the event, content that provides skill points and expertise will reward a 100% or 2 times bonus above normal amounts. This bonus will be available for all content that rewards skill points and expertise. I think I just said that. This weekend, also until Monday, October 12th, they are running a special event where captains can earn bonus marks by playing content throughout the game. During the event, content that provides marks, fleet, or reputation will reward a 50% bonus above normal amounts. This bonus is available for all content, building your fleet projects and reputations.
So yeah, this was a surprise drop, and they done this because of the few minor problems, like, you know, not game breaking really, with the TFO. There's been some teething problems with it. There's no denying that. So like, as a little makeup, you know, sorry this happened, they dropped a double XP and bonus marks weekend on us, which is fantastic. It's great. Selik, have you taken advantage of either of these? Maybe made a new character, been running TFOs, anything like that at all?
I have indeed.
Oh, nice.
I've been making use of both. It's been quite useful.
Sweet.
I do want to ask, how much do you suspect that... I completely agree that this is definitely something they did because the content was bugged.
Yep.
But how much do you suspect that they had this prepared because they suspected that the content would be bugged when it launched?
I haven't... That obviously... Or, not obviously. That absolutely did not occur to me, to be perfectly honest with you. That thought actually never crossed my mind, so I wouldn't be sure. My first reaction would be, this was, oh crap, let's do this and it'll keep people quiet. You know, that'd be my first reaction. I don't know. I'd have to think about that, figure out if they actually released content that they knew was buggy and had this planned. Yeah, I'd have to think about that. And my gut reaction is this was a last minute, oh crap, let's do this and people will be okay again. So tell us, how many characters did you make, Selik, out of curiosity?
Oh, just the one.
Just the one.
I'm not quite in your league, Winters.
Right, okay. Don't worry. Give it time. You'll get there. Nikki, how about you? Have you been well, we know you've been taking advantage of the double XP. How many characters have you made?
2, but I made the other one actually before this started. But it was nice to help finish it up.
Yeah, I'm sure. How about the bonus marks? Have you been playing any TFOs at all?
No, not yet. My characters are going to need reputation, aren't really ready to play TFOs yet.
Right, yeah, I understand. Yeah, with the issues that we've had on the website, I haven't had a chance to do anything with either of these events yet, unfortunately. Maybe tomorrow I might get a bit of time and might do some TFOs or something. Or maybe make a new character. I don't know, we'll have to see. Yeah, maybe tomorrow I might try and do some TFOs. So if you are thinking about making a new character, now is a great time to do it because of double XP. You can just level up so fast by doing story missions. And if you've got any reputations to level up, again, now is a great time to play TFOs because you get a 50% bonus to all of your rewards in terms of marks. So yeah, great time to do it. Let's move on to item number 6. And Selik, tell us about Xbox and PS4 news, please.
Well, players on Xbox and PS4 will be returning to the battle at the Binary Stars. Beginning on October 13th, captains from all factions will be invited to participate in a featured event version of this reenactment of a pivotal military conflict in the histories of both the Federation and the Klingon empires. While the event version of Battle of the Binary Stars TFO is available, captains may participate daily to earn progress towards brand new featured event rewards, as well as earning progress in our next event campaign. This featured event will be part of a series of events that will participate in the second installment of our multi-event system known as Event Campaign. For Event Campaign 2, a few changes have been made. Event Campaign 2 spans a total of 4 separate featured events, spanning the majority of the upcoming year on PC releases. I'm assuming that's a little typo from the blog.
Mm-hmm.
As a result of this increase in length, the requirements for receiving the campaign grand prize have been increased from 2,100 progress points to 2,800. The grand prize for the event campaign 2 will offer players a choice as to what they receive between the two following options. A Z-Store coupon for 100% off a single tier 6 ship and 200 Lobby crystals, or 1,000 Lobby crystals. This choice is only made once per account upon claiming the prize. The core gameplay of this event campaign remains the same as the previous one. Participate in multiple events scheduled over the next several months to earn progress towards an extremely valuable prize. All of the following aspects of the system remain unchanged. Players earn 50 event campaign progress for each day they participate in an eligible event. Buying out an eligible event will include up to 700 event campaign progress. Each event's buyout only gains as much event campaign progress as is relative to the amount paid after prorated discounts are applied. This means that paying half price, because you participated in 7 out of the 14 of the required days so far, will grant you 350 event campaign progress. Essentially, you get what you pay for. The event version of Battle at the Binary Stars TFO will see a few small changes to account for its placement as a featured event. TFO rewards include a choice of all marks instead of only including discovery marks. There is no cooldown. Play it as frequently as you like. It will be temporarily removed from the random TFO selection. Normal, advanced, and elite versions all offer event daily progress upon first completion once per day per account. Players must have completed their faction's tutorial and chosen a primary allegiance, if applicable, before being able to participate in the event version of this content. Advanced and elite versions have also have level requirements of 50 and 60 respectively. Accruing a total of 14 days worth of daily progress will allow you to claim the grand prize of this event. This reward includes the following: 3 featured TFO boxes, each gives a choice of 1 specialization point or an enhanced universal tech upgrade, 25,000 dilithium ore, issued immediately for use as you see fit, the miniaturized Ilachi Walker combat pet, and the micro-miniaturized Ilachi Walker vanity pet. Upon claiming this grand prize, your account will immediately become eligible for bonus progress. The first bonus progress reward will the first bonus progress will be 8,000 dilithium ore. Earning bonus progress each day thereafter will increase by an additional 1,000, and they have increased the cap on how high this value may scale to, and it's unreachable, thus effectively unlimited. So you can keep playing over and over again to get more dilithium once per day per account. And there is no limit apart from how much time you can put in.
Nice.
All bonus progress rewards are rewarded a maximum of once per day per account, and are immediately and automatically granted to the active character when the requirement is met. This featured event will continue to honor legacy progress, the same as the last several previous events.
So... I'm just going to gloss over this, Selic, because there is a lot of stuff there, and
yeah,
I can feel you burning out, man. The return of the Battle of the Binary Stars. It's part of the event campaign 2. So this is now active for those who play on console. If you have legacy tokens, you can use that to speed up progress and get to that dilithium ore earning a little bit faster. The event is running from October 13th to November 3rd? Is that right?
Yes.
This is basically console catching up with PC. So it's always great to see console getting some love and getting caught up with the level that PC is at. Console also got the Command the Inquiry Battlecruiser, which was released on PC a little while ago. basically it's an Infinity promo, which also runs from October 13th at 8 a.m. Pacific time to November 3rd at 10 a.m. Pacific time. When you purchase a research and development pack or a duty officer pack from the Z store during the promotion and open it, you will receive either 10 Lobby crystals or a special requisition choice pack, tier 6 promotional ship choice pack, in addition to the research and development pack or duty officer pack. So that's going on console now as well, which is great. Right, let's move on to patch notes. PC patch notes. So, Klingon Revamp Part 2. Episodes in the Warzone story arc in the mission journal for the Klingon Defense Force have been revamped to bring the quality more up to par with recent content. This includes updated environments, new cutscenes, and new character art. Klingon female characters have received several brand new complexion options that give those characters a higher definition look. The Ketha region of Kronos has been given an updated mission flow to help guide you to your next destination. Lady Sorella, or the Lady Sorella model, has been completely reworked, and she will be voiced by her original actress, Shannon Cochran. The environments of Forkas and Gorath have both been completely updated with a much sleeker and Klingon look. On Forkas, as part of a completely updated map, you'll do battle in a fully updated Batleth ring. I can't wait to track that out. While Gorath, the stronghold of House Targ, or Torg, is the second completely updated map. It has a totally new throne room that is perfect for your screenshot needs. Interesting. Targs have been completely redesigned to bring the quality more up to par with recent content. Under General, they resolved an issue that would sometimes prevent progression when selecting a faction at the end of the Dominion tutorial. Captains can now access a salvage tab listing all salvageable items that can be discarded at once instead of salvaging per item within the inventory. Just on that, I'm curious, how long do you think it's going to be until players start complaining about that particular feature? Any ideas?
The salvaging.
No.
The salvaging, because I can totally see somebody going, salvage all, and then they go, oh no, I salvaged such and such. And it was, you know, some special item that they got, and there's no way of getting it back. And there's going to be bug reports going in. People are going to be complaining it's a stupid feature, it's this, that, and the other. I can totally see that happening.
I mean, I'm going to complain right now. I think it's a really good idea to allow people to salvage things easily, but the way that they've done it is because you can only salvage all items unless you go in and specifically
Protect the item.
Yeah, it's a real easy mistake to make.
Yep.
And unlike when you try to, replicate things, each individual thing, as I said, you have to select all of them.
Yep.
But obviously, if you accidentally recycle something with a replicator, you can then get it back.
Yep.
But you can't get it back if you salvage the item. So I think the complaints are very warranted, although that particular one has been part of salvaging for as long as it's existed, I think.
Yep. Well, I can totally see somebody salvaging everything in, let's say, their inventory, and then realizing they had something down at the bottom that they were saving specially, and now it's gone. I can totally see that happening. But anyway, we move on. Resolve an issue that was causing...
Maybe have a thing, though, before you move on, where you can, you know how, like, if you accidentally discard something, you can get it before you leave the map? Maybe they'll add in something like that if it becomes a problem.
I would say
like
that
retrieve.
they would have to do it something very similar. They would have to redo the system from what it currently is now, and they would have to make it like the replicator that Selleck said, which, by the way, you should never do. All right, if you're going selling something, it should be to a 50% vendor and not your replicator, just FYI. But even selling at a 50% vendor, I think the best way of doing it is incorporate it into that system, where you have a button to either sell the item or salvage the item, and then you have a list to either buy back the item or reassemble the item, and you do it that way. But I would imagine that would mean completely redoing the system from scratch. So that would probably be a pretty big task, even though it sounds like it will be an easy thing to do. But I really doubt that it is. Alright, moving on. Patch notes. Excuse me. They resolved an issue that was causing summon pets to use incorrect beam out effects. Alright. Excuse me. Zenkethi innate resistance that scale up with the loss of shields now scales less aggressively. And known issues. There's a known issue that is preventing the Tier 6 experimental upgrade from being applied to the Mirror Angle Strike Wing Escort Tier 6. Some players are missing some of their characters, and they say that these will be returned, which I thought was funny. Players are receiving incorrect DirectX error messages, preventing them from playing the game. Assuming that's not a major problem, which I wouldn't say it. Well, it's a big enough problem for the players affected, obviously. But my point is, I would expect a fix for that this coming Thursday. Because it's not affecting the vast majority of players. I don't think it's a huge problem. So that's why I think there might be a fix this coming Thursday for that. So if you are being affected, you know, fingers crossed, you can get back in at the next patch, hopefully. Okay, let's move on to item number 8, Armada news. As always, this week is TFO Thursday in the Priority 1 Armada. This event is for all Priority 1 Armada members and offers a chance for us to team up together and earn marks, XP, and more importantly, dilithium. To check the time of this event, open up the fleet window and click on the Events tab to see the event in your local time zone. So if we look here, there's TFO Thursday, and it starts at 1 a.m. My time, which is 1 a.m. on Friday morning. So if you're on the East Coast, that will convert the time for you automatically and show the event in your local time zone. Now, a little while ago, or earlier this evening, there was a mail sent out to all Priority 1 Armada members on the Armada website, and a forum post and news post created. And it's a classified message, and I'm going to read it to all of you now, and yeah, see if you guys can figure out what's going on. So, to all ships from command on Stardate 98379.80, subject Operation Moonlight. Attention all units. T-minus 14 days to Operation Moonlight. All ships should set course for the redacted quadrant and engage at maximum warp. Intelligence reports that the redacted are planning to redacted in the near future. End of message. Wonder what that's all about.
They're terrible.
What was that, Selic?
The language in there, terrible.
Yes, that's it. It's been bleeped out.
Somebody was mad.
Oh god, that's fantastic. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. Start posting on the website. See what you think it might be. But whatever it is, it's getting closer. There's only 14 days till it happens. Yeah, see if you can figure out what it is. There is a forum post on the website, so throw your ideas in there. See if you can figure it out.
I sure want to know.
Yep.
If you get it right, you will be silenced.
If you get it right, you'll receive a hug.
Aww.
You'll be waiting a long time for those hugs, let me tell you.
Alright, moving on with Armada news. The Priority 1 Delta Fleet is still working on its 4th and final Tier 5 upgrade for the Colony World fleet holding. At the time of this broadcast, all that remains to be filled is provisions. And at the current rate we are earning provisions, we will have this upgrade on cooldown in approximately 3 days' time. Yeah! Way to go, Delta Fleet. Moving on to the KDF side, the House of Moke Fleet is currently working on its third Tier 5 upgrade for the Colony World fleet holding, and at the time of this broadcast, all that remains to be filled is provisions and dilithium. So, moving along really, really good there. Well done, everyone in the House of Moke Fleet. The House of Grilka Fleet is working on its second Tier 5 upgrade for the starbase itself. The upgrade is filling up very well, and at the time of this broadcast, all that remains to be filled is dilithium and approximately 24,000 fleet marks. So now is a fantastic time to be a member of the House of Grilka with so many opportunities to earn fleet credits. And well done, everybody in Grilka Fleet. Keep up the good work. Finally, the Klingon High Council fleet is working on a short list of 17-hour upgrades which will station a number of NPC contacts throughout the starbase and provide various duty officer missions. The current upgrade is for stationing a chef on the starbase. The Klingon High Council fleet is also working on its first Tier 3 upgrade on the embassy and is progressing along extremely well. At the time of this broadcast, all that remains to be filled is approximately 4,500 fleet marks. So yeah, great news there for the Klingon High Council fleet. If you're interested in joining any of our specialty fleets like the Klingon High Council or the Priority 1 Ferengi Alliance, you can submit your application on the Priority 1 Armada website once you reach the rank of Captain in any of our primary fleets. These specialty fleets offer 25% reduced requirements for all promotions, as well as instant access to all fleet stores. So, yeah, that's most of the news. There's one more thing, though, that we want to cover in Armada news. And Nikki, you're going to tell us about that now, aren't you?
Yes, but first I want to say great job to all of our members. They do so great. Like, the projects just go through it. We go through them so fast, and everything's leveling so quickly. It's awesome.
Yep, definitely. Completely agree.
But I want to announce our Halloween costume competition that we will be having on Halloween, Saturday, October 31st. It'll be 4 p.m. Central Time, and we'll be giving away almost 1 billion EC in prizes to 5 lucky winners. We'll be having it in the holodeck on Bajor.
Nice.
Because this time our theme is to come as your favorite character from any holodeck program within the Star Trek Multiverse.
Nice.
Yes, it'll be so interesting to see everybody's different characters, because there's a lot of holodeck episodes out there, so it'll be really cool to see everybody's holodeck characters. So we will have a mail coming out to you guys on the website later this week, and hopefully tomorrow or the next day I will get this posted into the events tab in the fleet window, where you can look at the details, and you'll be able to see there what time it'll be your own local time.
Teacher guy Hyper Hydra got in there before you with Badgie. They're saying to do a costume as Badgie, which I think will be fantastic. So yeah, just to go back over some of that stuff, it's October 31st. We're giving away almost 1 billion EC in prizes. We'll have a mail coming out later on during the week, and the theme was what was it again, Nikki? Your favorite holodeck character, was that right?
Yep.
Yep. So your favorite
from Star Trek. I mean,
right.
I don't know if there's other holodecks, but
yeah.
Star Trek themed.
Yeah, your favorite Star Trek holodeck character is the theme for this competition, and like Nikki said, we will have a mail coming out about that and a news post during the week, which will be sent out to everybody via the Armada website. So if you're not signed up on the Armada website, head to priority1armada.com and you can sign up there to join the Priority 1 Armada.
I think we also
Ray
did
Bosch
say...
work.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to add. I think we did also agree that that includes characters that go to the holodeck dressed up, not
right.
just characters that are holodeck characters, if that makes sense.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's quite
Yeah. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. I completely understand.
So, for example, Picard as Dixon Hill dressed up would be a fully acceptable costume for this.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Actually, I wonder, Operation Moonlight, that could be this? Maybe that's what Operation
Oh
Moonlight
yeah.
could be. Huh? Could be. What do you
We
think,
never
guys?
get told anything, so who
Maybe.
knows?
Yeah, could be. This could be Operation Moonlight. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So there is, as always, during every show, we want to give a special shout out to one very special member who made a donation to the Priority One Armada website recently, and that is Captain Battle of the Priority One Armada, who made a... Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. I'm laughing at chat. Battle made a donation via the Armada website, and we want to thank him so much for supporting the community. And without the continued support of members like Captain Battle, there is no way that we will be able to keep the lights on within the community, because it pays for everything. It pays for website hosting fees, TeamSpeak hosting fees, domain names, restreaming software for this production. It pays for all of that and loads more. So thank you, Captain Battle, so much for supporting the Priority One Armada community. We really, really appreciate it so much. And if you would... sorry.
It's Battle.
Yep.
No, I was just going to say thank you, Battle.
If you would like to support the Priority One Armada, you can make a donation on our website and receive a thank you package based on the amount you donate. You can visit PriorityOneArmada.com to find out more. Okay, that is the end of the news, which brings us to our away mission for this week. But before we do that, we should probably roll the dice on our second giveaway. What do you think, guys?
Sounds like a plan.
Definitely.
Okay. Man, I've forgotten what the second giveaway was. It was a Rainbow Tribble, wasn't it?
A hug from you.
A hug, yeah. No, it was a Rainbow Tribble. So yes, the second giveaway was a Rainbow Tribble. The word was Moonlight. The lines are now closed. Want to thank Captain Raybosh Borg for donating this awesome prize. And the winner is... Brian Denham. I think I'm doing that right. Yeah, Brian Denham. Congratulations.
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 That is a Twitch viewer. Again. So Brian, if you could please send a whisper to the Priority One Twitch channel and let us know what your in-game @handle is, we will get that prize sent off to you at the end of the show. Yeah, you just need to send a whisper or a PM to Priority One and just give us your @handle and I'll take care of that for you. Should we start the third giveaway now? What do you think, guys? Or will we leave it until we get to Badlands and do a bit in the Badlands? Anyone?
I think we start it now.
Yeah? Okay. Right, so we're going to jump straight into our third giveaway. Once again, this awesome prize was donated by Captain Raybosh Borg of the Priority One Armada. So thank you, Captain Raybosh Borg, so much for donating all the prizes tonight. Such an incredibly generous member, and we appreciate it so much. You have no idea. So the last, this giveaway is for a fleet ship module. All right. Good prize, worth a lot of EC on the exchange. It's like 18 or 20 million energy credits, or you can, use it to upgrade a ship to fleet level. Anyway, yeah, it's for a fleet ship module, and we would like you to type in the word classified into the chat now, and that will enter you in with the chance of winning a fleet ship module on either Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, and that will enter you in. And good luck, everyone. Best of luck to you all. Okay, let's head to... It is the Badlands we're going to tonight, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
It is. Strategist, pilot. Right, just checking my specializations, that they're all there. There's the prizes for tonight's, folks. See them there? Actually, I'm going to do this. Put them over here. And we'll beam up. And we set course for the Badlands battle zone. Excuse me, God, I keep on coughing tonight. I have like a tickly cough, you know when it's right at the back of your throat, you know, and it feels like you can't get at it. That's what it's like for me now at the moment.
You have a drink there with?
I do. I'm going through a pint of the black stuff here, and it's not helping. It's not helping at all.
Something else to drink then.
All black stuff.
Badlands, there we are. Setting course. This is my favorite part of the show every week when we do our away mission. And we just all arrive in an area, and I always think, you know, what's it like for the people that were here before us, and like, what the hell's going on here? Where did all these people come from? I love it. Every week I always giggle about that to myself.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Oh, welcome, Arix. Oh, crap, man, I'm really butchering that. Arexith. Arix, we'll just go with Arix. Welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. Oh, which reminds me, man, I completely forgot. We got a new follower a little while ago there, Chappie437, who followed our show, or our channel, about an hour ago at this stage. And thank you, Raybosh Borg, for cheering for 100 bits. That is so awesome of you. And yeah, welcome, Chappie. Right, we should open up a third instance here in a minute or two once we all arrive. So once that becomes available, we will switch over to there and try and get as many people together in the one map as possible. So be ready, guys. Be ready for a map transfer. There's instance number 3. Everybody transfer now. And it's filling up already. Chiquito Seal says the butcher returns. Yes, the butcher. The butcher's here every other week. Yeah. I'd like to see you do better, buddy. Yes, some of the names are definitely interesting. Echo 117A. Yes, when the server is building a new instance, that's when whenever you have a slow load, that's just the server building the instance. When you can get in straight away, the instance is already built, so then you're just loading it. You're loading what's already built. But when you have a slow load, it's the instance actually being built by the server. Jason Smith said, I thought your favorite part of the stream winches was the great pics of the ship after the show. You're right. I do love seeing those pics, Jason. I definitely do.
Yeah, they're awesome.
He does, yeah, he's got a great eye for pictures, Jason Smith does. He's got such a great eye. I used to consider myself having a good eye for pictures, because I've been able to snap some really good ones when I was in the military. But then I seen what Jason Smith does. I was like, right, okay, yeah, maybe not so much. So, a question for you guys, to which I know some of the answers or the replies I'm going to get. Have you guys seen the season finale of Lord X yet?
I'll let Nikki go first.
All right.
No.
Nope.
But you know that already because
Yep.
you haven't seen it either.
Yep, I haven't seen it either.
I have a date after the show.
Yep, exactly. But I hear that it's pretty good. People are pretty pleased with it, I think, for the most part. How about you, Solak? Have you seen it yet?
I'm the same as you, of course.
All right, okay. So you haven't seen it legally yet either.
Indeed.
That's a safe way of putting that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it legally. Officially. I haven't seen it officially. Yeah, no, I
It's just been too busy this week to watch anything.
yeah, this was a very stressful week. Yeah, God, I have so much stuff to catch up on. It's not even funny. It's obscene. Is this area captured already? Oh, it is captured. Well, way to go, guys. Well done. Right, let's divide and conquer. We'll get on to the boss stage. Remember, if you haven't entered in for our current giveaway, you have to type in the word classified into the chat now on whatever platform you're viewing on. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. And that will enter you in with a chance of winning a fleet ship module, very generously donated to us by Captain Raybosh Borg of the Priority 1 Armada.
A name that is often said in this show.
It is indeed, but very justly, I would have to say. I think everyone would agree. The man is a legend, an absolute legend. Guys, if you can't get into instance number 3, just roll in whatever instance you are in, because you're going to be there with other people who are tuned into the show as well. There is a limit on the amount of people that can actually get into these maps. So I see Arix there is saying that he can't get into instance number 3. Yeah, just roll in whatever instance you are in, because you're going to be there with people who are tuned into the show anyway. And yeah, look, you're going to be flying with them. You're going to be earning marks, and yeah, there's nothing special about being in instance number 3. And we run into this all the time because we often have more people trying to join the same instance than the instance can actually support. So yeah.
And working, so it must be like full, because I just tried to invite Jason Smith into our instance so he could take the pictures, and he can't get in even on my team.
Oh, yeah, alright, so we've actually hit the hard cap then. The most important thing is that we're earning marks and lithium and elite marks and loot, and yeah, we're having fun, which is the most important thing of all. Nightweb, that's completely up to you, dude. Yeah, if you do, then I would suggest reach out to Jason so that you can communicate it. If you want to let Jason in, that's totally your call. Yeah. It's very generous of you if you do want to do that. Yeah.
It must have a really small cap because it was only at 16.
Oh yeah, battle zones have a cap of 15. That's the cap for any battle zone.
But isn't that like the soft cap? So shouldn't it let at least a few more in after that?
Right, the hard
With the
cap.
team invites?
The hard cap is 16.
So you get one person in with invite, and that's it.
Right, in a battle zone, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, because it
Should be like 20.
well, you know, it's designed for 15 players. That's what it's designed for. So that's why you were only allowed a hard cap of 16. I mean, you know, look at the engine is 10 years old and then some. I would say, you know, this is just, it's something to be expected of the game. You know, like if they were using like I don't know, what's it? Is it the Unreal 4 engine? Is the latest one? Like I don't know if that engine can be used for an MMO or not, but you know, if they were using more up to date and current software, I would imagine you would probably get more people into maps. And this is just, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in these maps, like, you know, and 15 people obviously affects that. Because people throw out pets.
Think about those games where you have like Battle Royale, you know? There's what, 50 players in Battle Royale maps?
Right. But that's very different as well to an area that's populated by NPCs and a lot of NPC stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like you take this game, all right? You know, each player that comes in here, it's their ship, it's their weapons on their ship, it's the gear on their ship, it's the devices on their ship, it's the consoles on their ship, and even the shields that they have on their ship to give a certain look. You know, that's a lot of information. That's a big data footprint right there, you know. And that's not including the plasma storms that's innately on the map, and the satellites and the star bases and the mirror ships that come in. Then, as you know, man, you can get into a big data footprint really quickly. Yeah, and people often don't realize how much data there actually is on these maps when you're playing them.
Did you see what Joe Seal said?
I didn't. Sorry, no.
They only hit the soft cap when Priority 1 invades.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, say that again, Nikki. You broke up.
It's older. Oh, I said it doesn't seem like the Badlands often gets full. I'm guessing it's an older map. Like, I don't know how long it's been around. Definitely before my time.
God, 4, 5 years it'd be, I suppose, at this stage. How many years do you play now, Nikki?
I think I'm coming up 3.
Wow, it's only 3 years. Wow, that's crazy. I thought it was
the
longer.
Gamma Quadrant came out after I joined, and that like died right away. You know, it was popular for a whole 5 minutes, and now there's never anybody there.
Oh yeah, that was so gonna happen. Yeah.
That was a big fail. It might not hurt for them just to get rid of the Gamma Quadrant and use that space on the servers for something better.
Oh well, server space I wouldn't say is an issue. That's not the issue at all.
Because if no one's there, there's no one there to load the maps.
Right. You know, it's like it's
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Well, they got rid of the foundry, I thought, because of space.
Well, that
You know,
that was
having
very
other
different.
things.
That was very different. The Foundry had a huge amount of missions, and a library of missions, most of which probably weren't being played, and it was a feature that wasn't being supported by the devs. And they eventually just said, "Look, let's get rid of it. We're not using it. It's a pain in their rear end." To be updating the game and then having to go back and update the Foundry, for something that probably, let's call a spade, not being used by the vast majority of players. That's not to say that it wasn't being used by a lot of players, but the vast majority probably weren't using or utilizing it. And the Foundry was a massive system, whereas the Gamma Quadrant is, it's just a map. That's it. It's just a map. It's no different than a story mission,
And Nightweb made a point on here in Stowe. You are, you have up and down too, rather than just like kind of 2D.
Yeah.
It's more 3D in here.
Yep. Yeah.
But someone I just saw said the Defera invasion zone map doesn't have a cap. I didn't know that.
The Defera, yeah. See, that. Man, you're going really back in time now. If you're talking about Defera, that's like one of the first. That was like when the first featured episodes were coming out, I think. And the game was going in a completely different direction back then. It was at a completely different stage. God, I mean, the player base was completely different then as well, probably, in terms of the amount of people playing the game.
I don't know if any of you folks saw, but I think somebody a while ago posted on the forums about there was a Star Trek Online article that had the original show Bibles for Next Generation, DS9, Voyager, and Enterprise.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been having a look over those, and there's some interesting stuff in there.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that, but if I remember correctly, I was in the middle of something, and I was kind of glossing over, so I didn't take it all in. But you reckon it's a good read, yeah, or a good thing to check out?
It's very interesting. It's mainly to see how different the initial idea for the show was.
For TNG.
Yeah.
Right.
For all of them, really.
Excuse me.
Particularly with TNG, what's interesting is it includes a list of what Star Trek is not about, and a list of because the idea of the Bible is that it would be sent out to sort of a guide of this is what the show is about. These are the things you need to know. It outlines what a deflector shield is, all of this, and it also says these are the things we do not want to see in Star Trek.
Oh, wow.
Things like, Star Trek is a science fiction show, not a fantasy show.
Right.
I'm trying to remember some other things now, but yeah, there was... One of the interesting things was it had no mention of Worf. It had a little description for every character in The Next Generation, but nothing for Worf.
Wow, really? That's weird. I wonder why that was.
I surmise he must have been a late addition to the show.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Michael Dorn did become... Well, he was a regular from day one, but I want to say Michael Dorn was the last person to be cast on TNG, if I remember correctly. I do remember seeing that. So you're saying this Bible thing was before it even aired? Is that right?
Yeah, it really, because some of the details in there definitely changed, even in the first few episodes.
All right. Okay.
For instance, it goes into a little bit of the backstory of Data, which it specifically says in the Bible is pronounced Data.
Really?
Yes.
So Pulaski was right?
Yes.
One is my name, the other is not.
But how Data was created by a bunch of advanced aliens that the Federation has very little knowledge of.
Alright.
Most of the story is very much the same, like he grew up on a colony that was attacked by some mysterious entity, and he holds the memories of all of the colonists. But it does specify that it was some kind of advanced alien being that created him, which is why you don't see any other androids in the galaxy, because he is the only one.
Alright. Interesting.
DS9 and Voyager are a little more, I don't want to say boring, but they were much closer to how the show actually ended up being, and aside from the vagueness of Dr. Bashir, I think it even says Dr. Bashir may have an accent depending on the actor.
Alright.
Oh, and sorry, he wasn't called Dr. Bashir, he was called Dr. Amaros.
Really?
Yep.
I like Bashir better.
So do I think it was the right thing to change it.
I really didn't like Bashir. You know, like
Really?
in the beginning. But I think he turned out to be an amazing character. I loved the relationship with himself and Miles. I thought it was brilliant. And like when that whole thing, you know, him hating him in the beginning and then he becomes his best friend, like, I think that was pure genius, you know. And O'Brien never able to admit it, you know. Oh, we're friends, but he's not my best friend, you know.
Yeah, that whole relationship is laid out in the Bible. They had a strong idea of where they wanted Bashir and O'Brien to go.
Yeah. But I didn't like the character in the beginning. I don't know. Maybe it could be a testament to Alexander Siddig's acting, but his acting to me didn't seem very good or believable in the early seasons of Deep Space Nine. Like as if, you know, he wasn't used to acting in front of a camera, and it seemed like he became more relaxed as the show progressed on, and I think the character became a lot more interesting then as well.
A Rex said in Twitch chat once to for theories on why they killed Tasha Yaroff in TNG.
Oh, that's
There's
fairly
probably
public
fact
knowledge,
about it.
isn't it?
I've heard
it's
a few different stories about this, but go ahead, Selleck.
well, the sort of the oft-used excuse is that Denise Crosby wanted to basically explore other options and wanted to get a movie career going, and so she left the show because she thought being on a show is going to curtail her availability.
Yeah.
There's been some suggestions, I think, in later years or more recent years that the experience of working on the show was not great in those early weeks and months, and that she wanted out really quickly.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've heard. I heard three different things. One of them was what you said at the beginning. She wanted to advance her career. Another one was that apparently Patrick Stewart, which he has admitted himself was a bit of a spanner and a nightmare to work with, and he's admitted that himself, and that was a contributing factor for her.
Really?
Yeah. And Patrick Stewart has said it. Apparently there's a very well-known conversation where Patrick got them all together and said, look, we have to take this more seriously, and all these people here, the key grip and the art director and all these other people, they stay here for 6 more hours after we go home. And Denise had said, oh, come on, Patrick, you have to have a bit of fun. And he goes, we are not here to have fun. And yeah, he was...
That was a great impression.
Yeah, I know, it was terrible.
No, I liked it. It was good.
All right. So yeah, apparently he was a bit of a spanner to work with. And I've heard him...
I heard we're like a family.
Well, I've heard him tell that story. Patrick Stewart actually telling that story about him saying, we are not here to have fun. So that's one of them. The other one, then, I have no idea how much truth is behind it. But apparently Denise was seen or had something to do with an adult magazine that has bunnies. And Gene found out about it and said, we're a family show, and went, you're off the show. So, I don't know. I have no idea which one is true. I would say the movie one is probably the more likely option, or Patrick just being a spanner to work with.
People in chat are saying Berman was the problem.
See, I initially thought... Yeah, actually. No, never mind. Carry on.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But, like I said, I've heard Patrick talk about how he used to be, like, in season 1, of TNG, and he felt that it was his responsibility to, rein in the actors and this sort of thing. And apparently he lightened up an awful lot in the latter years, because he was supposedly a very difficult person to work with.
Okay, we have another question for you, but this is a Stowe question. Does the hangar health and hangar weaponry skill affect the Vanguard Wingmen?
Huh?
Do you know? On the Jem'Hadar ships, the Wingmen?
Yeah.
You follow?
Yeah, which is so far.
Okay. Does the skill in your skill tree for hangar health and hangar weaponry, does that affect the Wingmen, or is that for strictly hangar pets?
That's a good question.
It is a good question. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any. Maybe Z will know.
Yeah, Z
next time he's on the show.
Yeah. I see Sano Skyrat. I see your comment. I have no idea of a story with Rick Berman.
I've heard of this.
Have you?
There was a Twitter interaction. I think Rick Berman posted a picture of like the comm badge and was talking about it and how it represented blah blah blah. And I think Denise Crosby replied being like, "That's really funny because when I said I was leaving the show, you pulled it off my chest and told me that you're not going to be needing this anymore. Get out."
Wow.
I'm probably misremembering it, but basically Denise Crosby tweeted that Rick Berman was less than polite to her on the occasion of her leaving.
Oh wow, okay. See, there could be some truth to all of those stories, You know, I suppose we'll never know. I mean, you know, you know, if I was ever talking to Denise Crosby, I would never be so bold to bring that up, you know, and ask her directly. I mean, you know, I have far more respect for her than to go digging into, you know, her career and, you know, what she did and didn't do and what happened, and just, you know, leave well enough alone. I think it'd be completely unrespectful to you know, do that to a person.
Yeah. I mean, we did find out why Terry Farrell left DS9 in the What We Left Behind documentary.
Right, yeah, that's true.
So we could yet find out, but I imagine it would have to be a good reason for it.
Yeah, agreed.
And for the most part, it's probably not really any of our business.
Right, exactly, which is why I was saying, you know, if I ever had the opportunity to ask Denise Crosby herself, I wouldn't go prying in, because, it, like you said, it's none of my business, you know. Yeah, you know, simple as that, really. What more can you say about it? It's just, yeah, it's none of my business. I'm not going to see if Patrick, you know, was abusive to her or whatever, or, you know, it just was, like I said, a spanner to work with. But I've also heard that apparently you had to have a thick skin on the TNG set. I've heard Jonathan Frakes talk about it, and he was like, man, you really had to have a thick skin. And I remember thinking, yeah, you want to be in the military. That's one job where you really have to have thick skin. But yeah, apparently there was all sorts of shots and hits been thrown at everybody, left, right, and center on set.
See, I thought DS9 was the one that everybody said was really hard to work with. There was no fun on the set, whereas TNG, they were all, I mean, still, when you see them in panels, they're like a big family joking, and oh, they're so great to hear when they all get together and do panels at like SCLV, but
right.
I always hear like DS9 was a nightmare.
It depends. I've heard both of those. I can't remember, but the actor that played Will Robinson from the original Lost in Space very much tells a story about in the 7th season of the show, nobody was having fun. Everybody was very unhappy.
Oh, wow.
Unhappy, just stressed.
Right.
Well, I'm glad they all threw it, so we have all the Star Trek stuff to enjoy.
Because he tells the story that because he of course worked on Babylon 5, which was running pretty much concurrently with DS9, because he'd always intended to do a guest star on the show, but it wasn't until Babylon 5 wrapped that he had an opportunity to do so. And so he was comparing the way that the two shows were made, and how on Babylon 5, like most shows, you know, adjusting the script a little or having an actor add an extra word isn't usually a problem, but I think the line was something like, "That's fine." Well, I think that's fine. And he tells a story about how he kept saying that, and then like a bunch of like assistant directors came up to him and were like, "Look, if you want to say, well, that's fine, I'm going to have to call the writers and make sure that that's okay to do." And just how you have to be really precise when working on Star Trek.
I still haven't gotten Winters to watch Babylon 5, even though I think he'll love it. It's one of my favorite shows.
Yep,
It's an excellent show.
Yeah. Especially who DS9 is your favorite Star Trek series, you'll love Babylon 5.
Yeah.
Because everyone claimed it was a copy, you know, that they were like stealing the whole DS9 thing.
Even though Deep Space Nine came out before Babylon 5.
It didn't. Babylon
Yeah,
5
that's what
came
they're
out
saying.
first.
Really? Well, they were
Well,
saying that Deep Space or Babylon 5 stole Deep Space
so
Nine's,
the
ideas.
the pilot of Babylon 5 came out before, I think, DS9. But the main reason that this argument gets made is that J. Michael Straczynski, who wrote Babylon 5, pitched the show to Paramount and gave them and said, look, this is exactly how the show is going to work. Because unlike most shows, Babylon 5 was pretty much written completely from the beginning. He had scripts for 5 years of that show to show them at that first meeting and to very painstakingly outline what all the character arcs are going to be and all of that. And obviously they turned it down, and I think stating, well, we have like another show that's kind of similar to that, so we don't really want to take that on board. And the suggestion is that some higher-ups of Paramount guided Deep Space Nine in certain directions because they were like, damn, this is a really good idea.
Oh, so it's the other way around. Babylon 5 or Deep Space Nine took Babylon 5's. But there's a lot of Star Trek actors on Babylon 5, which is really cool too.
Yes. I think there was even perhaps a lawsuit at one point. Like, the allegations were fairly serious.
Oh wow, I didn't know it that serious.
Should we roll the dice on our third giveaway and wrap up there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Awesome. I don't suppose anybody found out how many ships we destroyed there. I know it was like 270 something or 300.
No, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I know. I was too caught up in the conversation as well. Good night, Ray Boschborg. Thank you so much for tuning in, dude. Hope you have a great night. And thanks a million for donating the prizes. Ray is calling it a night. So yeah, hopefully he called that before he left. Right, so for our third giveaway, which was for a fleet ship module, and the word was classified, the lines are now closed, and the fleet ship module is going to Twitch viewer at PhillyDilly18. At PhillyDilly18. I love the name. Man. Yeah, congratulations, Philly. If you can please contact us and let us know what your in-game @handle is, I will get that prize sent off to you at the end of the show. And congrats. Well done again.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, well, I guess that's a good place to wrap up episode 151 of the Priority 1 Armada live stream. But before we go, here's a glimpse at next week's show. Cash will be in the captain's chair hosting next week's show with Panda and a special mystery guest. As with every show, we will be talking about the latest news from Star Trek Online and the Priority 1 Armada, plus we'll be teaming up with you in another adventure zone to earn more marks and dilithium.
If you're not a member of the Priority 1 Armada and want to chat with us in game, then come join us on our Priority 1 chat channel by typing in the chat box /channel space Priority 1, all one word, and then hit the enter key.
If you do want to become a member of the Priority 1 Armada community, simply head over to priority1armada.com to sign up. We have multiple Federation and KDF fleets for you to start your career as part of the Priority 1 Armada.
And this episode of Priority 1 Armada Live is brought to you by our community patrons through patreon.com. Find out about the thank you packages we offer for each tier and add your support at patreon.com/Priority1Armada. It's your support that keeps us going.
And speaking of Patreon, a special thanks to our Patreon supporters like Wily Coyote, Teacher Guy, Amergen, Demorg, Tizan, Asar, Nick W, 4, Seal, Claudia, and Riker Carlson.
Don't miss a thing from the world of Star Trek. Catch all the latest news regarding the Star Trek Multiverse on Priority One, a Roddenberry Star Trek podcast. Get a new episode every Friday by pointing your favorite podcast app to feeds.priorityonepodcast.com. And perhaps next week you'll see a little cameo from yours truly.
If you want to be notified of our next live stream, then follow our various channels on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You never know when we'll have another giveaway. Before we go, I would like to say thanks to our artist Jason Smith, thanks to our social media manager Anthony Cox with assistance from Sean Babbitt. I would also like to say a very special thank you to my co-hosts Nikki and Selleck for joining me this week. And finally, of course, a big thanks to you guys, the viewers, because without you, none of this would be possible. So until next week, take care, live long and prosper. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.